What takes to run and sustain a cafe in these times where businesses shut down very quickly?
They sacrifice their own selves to their whole business. Whatever I'm selling, even my competitors are selling the same thing. But what is the difference that we are doing? That's why that also worked very well in Santa Cruz. I wanted to be premium. I wanted to be cozy. I wanted to be, what do you call that? Comfortable.
Hello everyone,
Hi, this is Nidhi.
this is Akshad.
We welcome you all to our first podcast of CrazeTalks. Today we are here with our very esteemed founder, Armaan Shaikh. Hi Armaan. Nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Yes.
So just tell us about yourself, like what's your background story and everything, like.
Well, basically, first of all, my name is Armaan Shaikh. I am the founder of Pen and Paper. So, if you ask me my background, I think I'll have to take you back to about 3 years ago. That's when we started off with this brand in a very small, what you call that, store, stationery store. We started it in Santa Cruz. And that's when over there we got the idea of stationery. We started exploring things over there, and the main reason I think over there was maybe to cater to the students of Santa Cruz School. Since it was very close by over there, people started liking the ambience of it a lot because I feel what we focused there more as well was on the ambience.
Okay.
There we made sure that there are a few things like warm lights are there. There is people can come in even though the shop is very small, but then you feel like you're not again in a stationery store. It doesn't feel like a proper traditional stationery store. That's what. So again, that was something that always made us stand out from there. That's why that also worked very well in Santa Cruz. And meanwhile, while this was going on, I was doing my engineering. I was doing my computer engineering, and that's when I felt like I felt like I want to come out of what do you call that, C++ and JavaScript and HTML. I felt like I mean, although I'm a very enthusiastic about coding, I love coding a lot. That's something that will never leave me. I feel even today, if you ask me what's going on and everything, I'm always updated with everything. But apart from that, I was always like, that let's do something business wise. Let's explore something new. My family, even in my family, there are a lot of my uncles who are in business. So I would see them, how they are doing it and all, and how they would be always, recognized as a business owner, which always made me, curious, that I want to explore this. And later on, when I was almost in my final year, that's when I started off with wholesale of stationery, which was something super boring, very boring. It is something that no one would like to do it, especially Gen Zs as such, like me. They'll never do it. You have to deal with purchase managers, you have to deal with HRs, you need to get appointments, and like right now as well, while I'm speaking, I have to run to meet someone now. So now I have to done this. So now that's where it's like all of these things. But then I feel like that is something that makes you strong as a person. Apart from that, I would say that basically that's when that as well started. Later on, about a year ago, we started with this outlet of our Pen and Paper, wherein I thought let's infuse stationery and coffee together. Let's get something new because I'm a coffee enthusiast as well. I used to always go around. In my college was very close to all of these cafes around, and that's when a lot of new cafes also were coming, and I would hop into every cafe during our lunchtime, and that's when I felt the love for coffee a lot. And I knew that's when I even started studying about coffee, what is the best, which one is really good, which is came across Arabica beans, came across Robusta beans. So basically, it's all about exploring and then trying and experimenting it.
Correct.
Now, this concept of stationery and coffee has been there before in, outside India. Like you go to Dubai, you go to US, when we have our, what do you call that, the customers, when they come from, these foreigners and all, they understand the concept. They know what it is. For India, I mean, it's a little bit, a challenge. So I feel that is something that, we have always faced. But yeah, apart from that, that's how my journey has been for the past 3 years. And now we are hoping to open another one, let's see. So that's all about Pen and Paper and me.
So how did you come up with the name of Pen and Paper, like?
Okay. That's my dad's work. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, what happened was back then when we started with the first outlet of pen and paper. So he was like, we'll keep a stationery store in a market area, So we have to come up with a good name. And since we are looking for, a name. Some people suggested, some enterprises. Some people suggested some sales,
So, like,
stationery
boring
sales.
names.
Very boring, very boring. And I was like, I can't even be associated to any business which is having this kind of names. So that's why I then suggested, let's start with something simple, something very easy, because this thing, it has to be catchy, it has to be good. So that's when my dad thought, that let's come up with pen and paper. Our tagline also was like, it all starts from here. So it all starts with pen and paper. And that's when we decided, that let's, go ahead with this one. Fortunately, they turned out very well, and pen and paper was liked by a lot of people. And when it came to coffee, that's when it became like, that it all starts with here. That tagline somehow stayed in the background. It always stayed in my background, and it was like, even for coffee, it's the same. It all starts with the coffee. So that's when we were like, we'll restrict it to pen and paper only. Some people even suggested keep cafe pen and paper or pen and paper cafe, and we were like, no, we just want to keep it simple. Let it be simple. I mean, even if people are finding it difficult to difficult to remember, we'll make them remember with our taste. That's what we thought, So yeah, that's the thing about pen and paper.
Okay, so for someone who's never been to pen and paper, how would you describe the vibe? Like, what kind of a mood are you trying to set when people walk in?
Okay, so I'd say one of the things that I've always made sure about the mood is that I want people to be relaxed. When they come, let them sit. I don't want to shoo them off. Neither I want to tell them, that, okay, you're just sitting here for a while, just one cup of coffee. I don't want that to happen. And when it comes to even Santa Cruz store or even this store, both of the stores, I want the person to be there, explore, sit, have all the things. Even if he wants to sit with a pen and paper and do any creativity, that as well is fine. But that is the one thing that, if you ask me, how would I describe it to it? I want it to be premium. I want it to be cozy. I want it to be, comfortable. You just sit here, you feel like you're sitting in your home with a really, really good coffee. And that's what we are always focusing on, that it should feel like home. Shouldn't feel like a commercial brand or something. Or shouldn't feel like that.
Okay, that's really nice. Alright, so be honest, was that one item people keep coming back for and cannot stop talking about?
I think that's an easy answer. It's like one of the very, very highest, recommended, and people would actually come in the night as well, would be our chocolate chunk cookie and our brownie. These two. So they have always been the very, very, highly recommended and the best seller in our cafe, because it's like, I remember even while closing, sometimes people have come for that. The chocolate chunk cookie and a brownie is a very, very highest seller. People love it a lot, and I'm sure even you all will love it.
Sure.
You all can definitely come anytime. So we even have people, when they're traveling to Kerala or anywhere else, they'll take it along with them, throughout the journey, so that they can distribute it, even give it to the people over there. So that's the thing about us.
So any new product in a stationery or in a food, anything is coming up? Like,
Of course, a lot of it is coming actually. So when it comes to stationery, we have been talking about cafe only. So stationery, I am very, very happy and proud to say that we have Mont Blanc with us now, on board with us. So we'll be selling Mont Blanc pens over here. We'll be selling Sheffer and Cross. These three brands have been there and with us, and the tag of premiumness, is even more, enriching over here. That's the reason why I always wanted these brands to come, and there is a huge demand for all of these brands in Goa.
correct.
People want to buy these things. Apart from that, we are also into corporate gifting, gifting for banks, offices. That is something we are pushing on now as well. And when it comes to bakery, we have a lot of new items coming for dessert. We're coming up with tiramisus. We're coming up with some new kind of croissants, different flavored croissants. We're going to start with smooths as well. One of the things, that people love a lot. It's not there easily available in Goa, but then that's something that, we want to get. And yeah, that's all.
So if I'm not wrong, I think we can order your products from Swiggy or Zomato.
Of course,
or
of
food
course,
products.
of course. We are there. You can just just have to order, and we'll be there. That's for sure.
So guys, please buy from Pen and Paper their coffee or the shakes or any food products.
For sure. What are the type of people who visit your cafe? Like, are they teenagers who are just hanging out with their friends, or are they like working professionals or young adults looking for a place
Huh.
to chill?
I would say it is both. In the place that we are situated right now over here, uh, it is on a, what do you call that, on a higher ratio. I would say it is the adults who come, or even some business owners. Usually
Since
they
it's
want
a
to come,
corporate
since it's
area.
a very corporate area. That's the reason why. And I feel even in this building, it's mostly the owners who come over here because they want to disconnect from their office. They want to disconnect from, all their corporate orders or whatever their work is. But then that's how it is. And when it comes to teenagers, it is mostly the people who are craving for the brownies and cookies, and who are also craving for some coffee or something, because the kind of coffee that I'm giving over here is 100% Arabica. It's very rare to get. It's very, people, there's a mix of always Robusta and everything. It's a very, what do you call that, specialized coffee for the pen and paper brand that I've chosen.
All right, so basically, pen and paper is like a distraction for
Exactly,
the
yes.
people who come to work here.
Of course, of
That's
course.
nice. That's nice.
So, sir, like, what was your first business contract with the, what will be the huge contract you have got till now? And you are very happy about it.
Okay, when it comes to wholesale business, you're saying?
Yeah.
I think wholesale, when we have started on, the first one would be Dempos, was the one that we started very well. We have a really good relation with Kakulos like that. The recent one that we have closed is both the airports of Goa, that is Dabulim and Mopa airports. That also we supply. And apart from that, there are a lot of banks that we are catering to now. We also cater to PWD office in Goa, Panjim. Then apart from that, some colleges in Goa, Mapsa, and in Mapsa there are some colleges. And so basically, pen and paper is growing very well like that. Pen and paper usually we are targeting on bigger orders as well now. We're targeting on bigger, what do you call the ticket size of orders. So that's what, and mostly pushing on corporate gifting as well now.
All right, so fast forward 5 years. What do you
Mm-hmm.
want pen and paper to be known for? Like, what is the bigger vision for pen and paper?
I'd say pen and paper. I really want pen and paper to be known as that one comfort and one premium place where there is no. I don't want to say nonsense, but I want it to be known for a very comfortable place where people can come and sit. Like how I said, I want to carry on this thing. I want to carry on even that one thing that I feel like mostly people want is like, without any more. I mean, mostly Gen Z, they usually look for a place where it's just convenient. Just go, take your order, and just sit. No more interactions, no more. That they don't want to talk to
Yeah.
anyone. They just want to sit with a book, or just want to sit with their assignments
It's
and
like
everything.
a me time for
It's a
Gen
me
Z.
time.
It's a
That's
me
the thing.
time.
Yeah, it's completely disconnect and completely, what do you call that? It's their place.
Their own
Their own
space.
space. That's
Yeah.
what I want to give the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And I mean, of course, when you ask for me as a business owner, I want more and more of outlets of pen and paper everywhere. I'm looking for in Bombay as well, in Bangalore as well. So yeah, let's see about that.
That's really nice.
That's
And what takes to run and sustain a cafe in these times where, businesses shut down very quickly?
I feel consistency. I feel discipline. I feel even um, there's a lot of things actually when you say about to run and to sustain a business like this, because what happens is, I'll be frank with you, a cafe business looks very fancy. It is
Indeed.
something that people really want to have. I'm 100% sure even all of you guys as well will have, that one day I'll have a cafe of my own,
Yes,
or
of
one day
course.
I'll have my things. So exactly where I was, that's where even I was there. And to be very honest, I knew that I want to do this. I really knew that I wanted to be a part of coffee community and everything like that. But then, the challenges was meeting daily, what do you call that, targets. That's when you think like a business owner. That's when you actually
Right.
become like a business owner. Because to be very honest, to run a business, you need a lot of patience, a lot of commitment. There are times where you can't really, what do you call that? You hit your targets. You do way above everything. You do excellent in your work, and your cafe is like the talk of the town and everything. But then it's like very hard to push on the days where your targets are not missing, or there are some overdues or something like that. It's just popping up like that. I'm very grateful, to be very honest, to my team. my baristas, my people over here, because it's like the times where I am busy handling a client of my, what you call that, stationery wholesale. That's when I need someone who is representing me, someone who will give that same kind of feeling, same kind of vibe that I would give in my cafe over here. So I'm very thankful to my staff as well, for them to keep the operations running always, for always making that same kind of coffee that I would make over here. It's very difficult to make a coffee. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I took so many times, I took so many trials and so many, not gonna lie, actually I don't like wasting milk and all, but it's like so many times that latte art and everything. So yeah, that is the kind of struggle that we have, seen. That's the thing in when it comes to cafe. But yeah, apart from that, I would say I'm thankful to my team. I'm thankful to even my wholesale person who's delivering and making sure all the orders are delivered on time. That is one of our USPs, that we commit actually that whenever we get the order, we'll deliver it that day only or the next day. And these are bulk orders, by the way.
Okay.
These are bulk orders wherein it's like around 100 paper rims, maybe even 1, 2, 3 boxes of tapes, and it's a huge quantity, and it is very difficult to commit to that.
That's it.
But that's what we're doing, and in a place where there is so much competition in this business as well, it's like every other person, even so many outsiders are doing, yet we're able to break even the prices, we're able to break even the timing of the delivery that we do, and we take accountability of any mistakes or anything is done, because it is very difficult.
So it's not very easy like how people think.
It is
it's
not,
not that
it is
easy.
not, it is not easy. It is easy. I feel like maybe when you are given a system based company already to run, and when you're making it, when you're gradually starting it from the base and getting it to that place where all your systems are in place, all your orders are getting executed, and when all of this is done, then it is, yes, then it is easy, then maybe it is, yeah.
So did you design this office, or like how you came up with this?
Yes, everything is my touch. Everything over here you see is me. So that is one of the things that I always wanted, that is something that I understood very, very early in my business stages. That is, a business owner and a business that you have set up. Actually, it's a representation of the owner only.
Owners.
It's if the cafe is clean, then that means the owner is clean. That's why it is clean. There are some other cafes or anything. I don't want to name anything, but if you see that the staff is not well, then that means the blame. It's a clear relation with the owner. So if the owner, that means you get that reality. That the owner is a little bit lazy. He's not hygienic like that. So that's when I understood it very well. So even the smallest thing, like even designing of this cup, I had to make sure that people like the cup a lot. It's not just about pen and paper. It's not just about it. People should feel that they're holding a very quality coffee cup, like that. Apart from that, even when it comes to our wholesale business, now wholesale stationery is like something that is supplied by everyone. There is no difference in quality. Whatever I'm selling, even my competitors are selling the same thing. But what is the difference that we are doing? Now, the difference I can say is that my van is one of the very, what you call that, eye-catching, the van that has been got a really good attention on that, and that is because of me. I have done that.
It's basically free advertisement. Like whenever it goes to deliver to people, like people are just seeing why the van, it's named pen and paper, what design it has or something.
Exactly. And that's what. No, so that is why because I always wanted to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I want to give it my touch to it. Even the bills, if you see, it's like every customer of mine has always called me and told me like yours is the only bill, only invoice that we like signing and we like issuing it, because not of the of course of the rates as well, but again it is also the design and the aesthetics that I've kept over there as well. So it's like small details, but I've always made sure that there is a personal touch of mine in that. Then the business owner has his own personal touch to the to all of the small things. That's when I feel like the business is more liked and the cafe and everything is more liked. That's the thing.
That's really nice. All right, so social media is basically everything right now.
Yes.
So how has Instagram and online content helped you connect with your audience?
Instagram has actually helped me a lot. A lot means really a lot, because I feel like now more than television, it's all about Instagram reels. It's all about Facebook reels or all of these things. It's no longer. I feel it's like there's a complete switch from television, from TVs to Instagram now. If you check my screen time as well, I would be really, really embarrassed to show. And it's like always, what do you call that? A thing that everyone's screen time is like that now.
Yeah,
So
everyone's.
everyone. So
Definitely.
that's why Instagram is one of the media that I'm always using to advertise and market my brand like that.
Mhm.
And I've always tried to push, this thing, Instagram reels and everything. I mean, even you have done a lot for us, and that is also really, what you call that, we've got good coverage on that as well. And of course, Instagram has given us a lot of business. One of the ways which is easy access to all of these customers and all of the people who are viewing it. And that's when it is showing that that the brand is alive. Otherwise, it's like you're still in that place. No one is recognizing you, and you're just cafes there. You're not making that loud noises, and then you have to use physical ways of advertisements, which is paper or something like that,
That
which
is
is
a
also
very
good.
high cost.
Exactly. That's what. So I feel that is much easier and much better as well.
So I think these are one of the positive points of using social media.
Exactly.
Like people just say that social media is just waste. It doesn't help you or something.
No.
But I think it's up to you how do you use it.
Yes.
Exactly,
How do
exactly.
you use social media?
And I feel like a lot of people even have their own businesses set up, and they're running their own businesses through Instagram only. There is no other way that they
Through
are
social
like,
media marketing.
exactly, social media marketing and everything like that. And even influencers and all, it's a good thing that people are taking it. Some of them at least are taking it in a good way.
Yes, it's a good way to engage with
Exactly. That's what.
businesses. All right, talking about your team, how do you and your team make sure customers feel comfortable and welcomed and not rushed and awkward?
I feel one of the first things that we always make sure that any customer who walks in, there's a smile on our face and there is a good way of greeting them. And apart from that, understanding what they actually need. It's like, many of the times, I've seen there's a huge problem with the staff or the owner as well to understand any customer, whatever he needs. One more thing that we always make sure is like, even if a customer comes and says, I want this amount of espresso, this amount of foam, this amount of ice, all of these things, we actually cater to that. Now, we don't want to be someone who's like, we can't just deliver you this because it's not there in a system and we can't bill it. That's not what we want to do. We are very customer friendly like that. We make sure that whatever they want, whatever and however they need it, we are ready to give you that. So that's how, we are making sure always that customers get what they need. That's the
I personally love walking into the cafe because I love coffee and I could smell the caffeine
Thank you so
in the
much.
entire cafe. So it's really nice.
Thank
So
you.
I think you're very open to the suggestion of the customers and you customize the drink
Yes.
or the product according to their needs.
Yes. Very much. We do that. Because there are like many customers who want their coffee to be in certain way. Like if you ask me now, if you ask me like in the morning, if I step into any coffee shop, I would personally just want an Americano, double shot, not much water. It should be at this temperature, and I want it. And I'm very specific about this. If it is like a single shot, then my morning is ruined. And I know this is very, very, and I know how specific I am with this. And when it is this, serious, I understand that when customers come, their whole day can be spoiled just with one,
Definitely.
wrong orders of their food or anything like that.
Only coffee lovers could
Only coffee.
relate.
That's the thing.
And what do you feel or what do you hope when people feel when they leave pen and paper after spending a few hours over here? Like, what do you hope they feel?
I know for sure that when anyone leaves from my place over here, I know that we started the smile when they came inside, and I know when they are leaving, they will definitely have a smile on their face, because that's the kind of culture that we want to build. That's the kind of environment we want to keep in this place. And one of the things that by this time I've always realized that no matter whatever you do, you should always be very stress free. You should always be relaxed. I mean, people forget and always that they sacrifice their own selves to their whole business. And that happens very much. It's like you give your all to your business, you give all to your people, you give all to your relations. You lose yourself in all of that.
Exactly. You forget about your own comfort space.
Exactly. And that's when I feel that I mean, I'm talking a little bit more on this thing, but a small thing that I always want that at least when they come to pen and paper, that's all kept aside.
Definitely.
That's what I want to say.
You should have a personal break.
Exactly, and I'm very much keen to do that, and give the customers and give that kind of the people that kind of what do you call that warmth, and they forget about all their worries and everything. A cup of coffee should definitely make you completely should change all your mood and makes your right what do you call that shoot up your caffeine, and you should feel enthusiastic about life and just forget about everything. And of course we make sure that the customer relation that we have, we make sure that they get that kind of importance and everything like that. So that's the thing.
Guys, this is your sign to visit Pen and Paper Cafe now.
So I just checked your menu. I saw like there is a shake called like cheesecake something.
Yes, so basically that is our very newly added flavor, that is strawberry cheesecake frappe and blueberry cheesecake frappe. So these two basically are a very, very highest seller in my cafe right now, because there are many of them who want to taste something different from coffee. They mean if they had like 2-3 cups of coffee and they still want to sit and work over here and all, then we suggest for them to take this one, because this is something which is completely different, and I would recommend everyone to come and taste
This
it.
is something new term, so
It
like
is,
cheesecake
yes.
shake or frappe. It's like
It is. I mean, to be very honest, even when I made for the first time, I was a big fan of this. Even my dad, especially, every day he'll come over here after his gym and everything. He'll come here, he'll sit, and obviously every time he'll take that shake because he is a big fan of that as well. I mean, everyone whoever has tried that shake, that frappe, they have loved it a lot. And this is not something that I want to say just from that just to boost my product or something like that. But I mean it when I say it, because it's that good. That's the thing.
so. I think there is some healthier options for the gym people as well, for sandwiches or something like that.
Of course, all of our products basically have no preservatives and everything. So you can definitely opt for our frappes, which is non-cheesecake as well if you want. That also we have. The way you want to add your protein powder, get it, man. We'll put it over here. Simple as that.
That's nice. But along with the desserts and stuff, what would you like to say about the stationery? How's the sale going for the stationery?
Stationery sales, to be very honest with you, over here we are focusing mostly on premium ones. We're focusing more on premium stationery. The reason why is because I want my people to feel that kind of, since they're already feeling that vibe, since they're already feeling all of that premiumness, so I want to give premiumness as well. Now for convenience, we have kept some pens, some Fevicol, some chart papers,
If needed
some paper.
in the
If
cafe.
needed, we are there in the in the building. We're there around in Pato, like that. But apart from that, now if they're looking for something premium, that also we have, because that is where we are focusing more. We want pen and paper to be known mostly on the premium side of the stationery. That's what we're looking for.
So if they want any stationery, so they can also get a coffee along with that.
Of course, that's the thing. That's how it is. Yeah.
So it's a cool combo.
It's that's the thing basically. So you come here, you get your one of the things that actually the customers do over here is that when anyone is coming for any of the paperwork to be done, for xeroxing, for printing, for getting a lot of things like that, while that all is going on, we offer you coffee, we offer you food, we offer everything else, sandwiches and everything like that. So that is the kind of thing. So when your paperwork and mostly the legal work that is going on, it's like not supposed to be that serious. So that's why
you need
you're
to stay calm.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
calm you down a little bit.
Because that's how it is.
When people come to come for a Xerox or a print or something, so during that time you try to give them a small break through your
Exactly.
food products.
That's all about pen and paper. It's that break for you. That's the thing.
That's a wrap up for today.
Yeah.
But honestly, this convo just proves that pen and paper is way more than just a cafe. It's a whole vibe. And I'm
Yes.
sure people are gonna love it. So, yeah, huge shout out to Armaan for pulling up and sharing his journey with us.
Thank you so much.
And to everyone listening, if you haven't been to Pen and Paper yet, this is your sign. We'll catch you in the next episode. Till then, stay creative, stay caffeinated, and remember, it all starts with a pen and paper.
Yes. It all starts with pen and paper.
So we'll end it with our motto, where ideas find a voice.